Well, that sure was a busy first week of 2021. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Store Videocast, and today we're going to have our 11th weekly update of the offseason, as we're going to be talking about some Phillies news and some around baseball news. Now, guys, before getting this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. So, what a busy week around Major League Baseball. The Phillies made a little bit of, noise, but I'd say the biggest noise was made by the division rival New York Mets after they acquired all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor and starting pitcher Carlos Carrasco from the Cleveland Indians. We'll get into that a little bit later, but big splash coming out of the NL East this week. And the Phillies, they made a few minor moves, but not really much to, draw people's attention, right? They're not really doing anything. They're not addressing the main issue, which is pitching. And I'm hoping that they're going to get on that soon because it is January 10th, man. We are not far away from the start of spring training, and the Phillies have still not addressed their biggest issue, which it's mind-boggling to me how they will not address this issue. This is our biggest issue. They talk about we're not going to rebuild, we're going to retool. Go out and get us a bullpen, please. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm going to say not rebuild, you're going to say retool. Well, go out and get us a bullpen and go out and get us another starting pitcher. It's just ridiculous, and we're not doing anything. It's just maddening to me. It's just maddening. So we're going to start off this little update here with former Philly Adam Morgan signing with the Chicago Cubs, elected free agency this past year, a lefty out of the Phillies bullpen, signs a minor league deal with the Chicago Cubs. He will earn $900,000 if he does make the big leagues. So best of luck in the Windy City, Adam. Like I said, I think it was time to move on from Adam Morgan. I think he had some injury problems. But once again, I wish him nothing but the best in Chicago. Moving on here. I made a little bit of a post about Rhys Hoskins, and I actually made a video yesterday about how to fix the Philadelphia Phillies. Please go check out that video. It's my most recent one prior to this one. I actually talked about Rhys Hoskins and what he needs to do differently. I could see a 40 home run season out of Rhys Hoskins. Hoskins is the guy who can get on base a lot. He's going to draw a lot of walks. He's going to get a good amount of extra base hits. He hit 34 home runs in 2018, so wasn't that far off from 40. So he's definitely capable of a 40-plus home run season. Could we see both Bryce Harper and Rhys Hoskins both hit 40 home runs in 2021? Hopefully. I'd love to see that. That would be unbelievable. I'd love to see that. I just want to make a little discussion post about Rhys Hoskins. That would be something special. And also the Phillies announced this week that they signed Christian Bethancourt, Nathan Felice, Ronald Torreyes, and Michael Yang on minor league deals with invites to MLB spring training. So a few of those names, Christian Bethancourt and Ronald Torreyes, actually were signed last year as well to minor league deals. We actually designated Ronald Torreyes for assignment as well. So, we also signed Neil Walker, which we did not re-sign him. But, not bad pickups. A minor league contract. They're going to go to spring training. Got an invite to spring training. There's going to be filling guys. So, might get cut. You know what I'm saying? And Christian Bethancourt, not the worst signing there. Probably going to be our AAA catcher. He's not really going to, probably not going to make the big league team, especially Rafael Marquez probably getting that backup spot. Or Andrew Knapp. It really depends on what happens with JT. Andrew Knapp will definitely get the backup spot if we do re-sign JT, which I think we probably will. So the Phillies announced a little minor league deals. And now I'm going to move on to a massive trade that happened around Major League Baseball between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Mets. The New York Mets have acquired shortstop Francisco Lindor and pitcher Carlos Carrasco for Rosario, Andres Jimenez, and Wolf and Green. So Ahmed Rosario and Andres Jimenez, along with Wolf and Green, added to the Cleveland Indians. So not the worst trade for the New York Mets. They certainly didn't give up a whole lot, but for the Indians, a pretty decent return. They got Ahmed Rosario, who's a younger guy who's going to fill in there at shortstop now. I think he has pretty good potential. And Andres Jimenez killed the Phillies, so I'm glad to see him go. That guy's a hit machine. So not a bad return for the Indians, but on the Mets, for the other hand, they now have a rich owner who's going to spend money, who will probably re-sign Francisco Lindor. I hope he doesn't, but Lindor's a switch hitter, and I think he's really going to fit well into the Mets lineup. And it's really unfortunate because the Phillies are just falling and falling and falling further and further down. They're in 4th or 5th place now, probably. If they played the season right now, that's probably where they would end up. They're just not where they need to be right now. They need to be higher up, and they will not address the main issue. It's infuriating. Go out and get a bullpen. Go out and get a bullpen. I'm so tired of every week coming on here. We have done nothing. Jose Alvarado and this one guy we got yesterday. I mean, like, what are we doing? Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, we're in Philadelphia, for crying out loud. This is not the Tampa Rays. I mean, we have a chance to be good. I mean, my goodness, this isn't Moneyball. This isn't Moneyball. I mean, come on. I mean, it's infuriating when I see these other teams go out and actually do something. We have done nothing. It's like, do something, please. Do something. Like, I have a friend who's a Met fan. I mean, I went on a show, Met Nation. He's pumped. He called me this week. He's like, hey, we got Lindor. Like, he's happy as heck right now. And what do I say? Hey, well, my Phillies, they haven't done a thing. So good for you. Good for you that your team's actually going out and doing something. But yet my team continues to sit there and watch other teams do something. It's ridiculous. So once again, I had to go on a little rant there. It's so infuriating, but I think Lindor's going to fit great there. And then they also get Carlos Carrasco, who's going to fit well in that rotation. Does have some health problems. But the Mets didn't need another starter, so that kind of solves that problem. Does that take him out of the running for Trevor Bauer? Who knows? I would not count the Mets out, but Rosario and Jimenez, Wolf and Green going to the Cleveland Indians in return for those two guys. Also, the Washington Nationals signed Kyle Schwarber on a one-year deal. I think that's a great acquisition by GM and President Mike Rizzo of the Washington Nationals. Rizzo knows what he's doing, and I think that Schwarber is a great fit for that team. They need someone in that, with the loss of Adam Eaton, they need someone else in that outfield, and then Kyle Schwarber is going to fit in great there. Nice lefty bat. I mean, he has a chance to hit around 250 with 30 home runs. That's not going to be a bad pickup for the Nats. So Mike Rizzo, Nats GM and president, fills that little outfield void there with a one-year deal with Kyle Schwarber, who actually I wouldn't mind seeing the Phillies sign him next year. Like, next, in 2022, I wouldn't mind to see that because Andrew McCutchen probably going to decline his option. He's going to become a free agent, so I would not, I wouldn't mind to see Kyle Schwarber signing in 2022. I would not be opposed. I would not be opposed at all. And I made a little rant here, like going back to this, John Middleton. I posted this on my Instagram. I'm so tired of him not spending money on the biggest need, which is bullpen. Like, it gets infuriating. Like, what are they doing? They've had no reasonable explanation for what they've done. They've had no reasonable explanation because it makes no sense why they just sat back and have done nothing. They've done nothing to improve this team. It's like, what is going on? What is going on? I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's just infuriating to sit here and watch this team. It just really is. We've done absolutely nothing to improve our team in the biggest way, which is relief pitching. That's our biggest need. You can go out and sign Bryce Harper, sign JT. I mean, if we bring JT back and do nothing with the bullpen, we're going to be just as bad, if not worse, than we were last year. Because we lost Didi. Keep that in mind. We lost Didi. And he's not going to be coming back if we get JT. I'm just saying. So the Phillies made a little bit of a trade yesterday. We're going to get into this right now. They have acquired right-handed pitcher Sam Coonrod from the San Francisco Giants in exchange for right-handed pitcher Carson Ragsdale. Conrad had a 9.82 ERA in 14 2/3 innings in 2022. So, welcome to Philadelphia, right? I mean, 14 2/3 inning, he had a 9.82 ERA. That's horrible. That's really, really bad. But you know what? That's not like he went out there, pitched, 60 innings, right? I mean, it's not anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give the guy a little bit of a break. I mean, 14 2/3 innings. I mean, that's not a whole lot of innings. But not a bad pickup for the Phils. Once again, I mean, I want them to go out and get someone who actually has some experience of a track record of success. If we went out and signed Ken Giles right now, I'd be really, really happy because I say, hey, he didn't have the best year last year, but the potential's there for him to be really, really good. And that would take some of my bad feelings against this front office away. But they've shown me nothing that they're like committed to winning. They say, well, we're not going to rebuild, we're going to retool. Well, what does that mean? What does that mean to you? What does retooling mean to you? Us fans, we think of retooling as, hey, we just need a few more areas to improve, then we're going to be good again. Just retooling for this team, for this front office, in their mind, do they think that retooling means that we're going to rebuild? And I really hope that doesn't mean that because, once again, I know David Dombrowski said, hey, we're not going to rebuild, we're going to retool. So what's going on? Then what are you doing then if you're going to retool? Like, you're just sitting back and watching the Mets go out and get Lindor and Carrasco, and you're going to go watch Mike Rizzo getting Kyle Schwarber, and getting Josh Bell. You're going to go watch the Braves improve their rotation, going and get Charlie Morton. We're just going to sit back and watch that. Now, I understand that the Marlins haven't done anything to really significantly improve their team. Well, neither have the Phillies. They got Jose Alvarado and this Sam Conrad guy. I mean, they haven't really done anything else. They've done nothing else. They've done nothing else. And I think a big improvement we did make this offseason in our front office, of course, with the agreement of Dave Dombrowski as the new president of baseball ops and Sam Fuld as the new general manager. But okay, you could hire these guys in the front office, but what really matters is winning baseball games. And have we won the baseball games? No, we have not. No, we have not. You could hire any front office executive you want. We got to win baseball games here, ladies and gentlemen. We have to win baseball games. That's what really matters. That's what really matters. And like I said, it's infuriating. It's infuriating to go out and see other teams like the Mets, and especially teams in our division, the Mets go out and get Lindor, Carrasco. Now, here's the question. Is this going to help the Mets? Absolutely, it's going to help the Mets. And honestly, I see the Mets as a second place team. I think it's going to be Braves, Mets, Nationals, possibly Phillies, and more. I don't know. The Phillies are going to be 4th or 5th. I really do believe that. They're not going to be. We're not making the playoffs in 2021, ladies and gentlemen. If we get lucky, we make it a second wild card spot. We are not making the playoffs in 2021. Mark my words. This division is a juggernaut. And can the Mets mess this up? Absolutely. You saw them do it in 2019. They had a massive offseason. They went out and traded for, Edwin Diaz, Robinson Cano, signed Wilson Ramos. That was a total disaster. Did not work out at all for them. But I think this is different. Now Lindor is a younger player, is a switch hitter. I've never been a huge Lindor fan, but I don't know what's going to happen. The Mets, they have a whole new ownership now. This is not the Will Pond era. This is the Steve Cohen era. So you can't look at this Met team and say, the Mets are a joke. This is different. This is a different ballgame. This is an owner who is extremely aggressive and wants to win. And not to mention, he wants to bring back the black Met jerseys, which I think are pretty cool. But it's infuriating to watch. So hopefully the Phillies can actually do something this upcoming week. It's just like we're running out of time here. It's just like, what is going on? What is going on with this team? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I really just don't. I'm so sick and tired of this organization. We bring in these 2 new guys to man our front office, and once again, hey, I like these 2 guys a lot. I love Dave Dombrowski. I think he's a great guy for the job. I think he's a proven winner. I'm gonna be patient. I like Sam Fuld. Doesn't have a ton of experience, but hey, we have Dave Dombrowski manning this front office. But they've shown me nothing. And don't even get me started on John Middleton. You guys know how I feel about John Middleton. I'm not a fan of John Middleton. I think he's been exposed as a weak owner. I was one of the guys who was fooled and thought he was a good owner. He is bad. He is just horrible. He doesn't want to spend his money on, things that matter most. This team has never taken the bull by the horn, and addressed the main issue. Even when we went out and signed Bryce and traded for JT and traded for Gene and signed Andrew McCutchen. Even when we did that, we still did not address the main need, which was pitching. I've thought about it. Think about all the teams that have won the World Series over the past couple of years. Like the Dodgers this past year. They have Kershaw, Buehler in that rotation. You look at the Nationals, the big 3 with, Scherzer, Strasburg, Corbin. The Astros, when they won, they had Verlander and things like that. McCullers Jr. That's the thing. You need good pitching. You need a good bullpen. You need a good starting rotation. So that's what really matters. The offense, it needs to be good, but pitching in the end wins you games. Pitching is more important, and that is why Nats GM and President Mike Rizzo chose Steven Strasburg over Anthony Rendon, because he knows that pitching wins you games, not offense. Once again, can offense pick you up? Absolutely. You still need a good offense. I'm not saying that, if you have an amazing, pitching staff and your offense is terrible, you're going to win every game. I'm not saying that at all. Of course, no matter how good your team is, you're not going to win every game. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Be sure to notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section at Phillies House of Instagram, RFNX Instagram, at Phillies House of TikTok. So guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Call or text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshouse@gmail.com. I'm Luke. Make a move. Let's go Phillies. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see you guys. 12th weekly update coming up next week. Video coming up this week about Trevor Bauer. Talking about how I feel about, is he good for the game? When are we talking about it? I'll see you guys.